Welcome back to The Pitch, Season 2. With me is the man Time magazine describes as one of the most influential people in the world, Mr. Ronnie Screwvala. And now we move to our youngest contestant, an unbelievable 19 years. What's going on with entrepreneurs today, Ronnie? At 19 years, Shravani, come, up next.
I'll be talking about our product, Sanjeevani, a disaster management package. Talking about the rescue kit. The kit contains 7 innovative, cost-effective and user-friendly products which have more than 50 different applications. We are supplying the product to many army units and disaster management cell. Talking about our strength, our products are patented. Weakness, there is least awareness in the public. Opportunities. In these recent days, the disasters are increasing. That's why the need of the product has also increased with it. Threats, we have hundreds of small competitors. Thank you.
Thank you.
So it's time for you to put your hand into the fishbowl.
Rajiv Pathak.
How much money you make on a stretcher?
Actually I am the PRO, so I don't know much about the finance.
You are representing the company and the product on the show. All the questions will be fired at you. You cannot deflect them and say, so-and-so knows and so-and-so knows and I don't know.
Sir, I don't know the answer.
Ronnie.
Okay, explain to me why anyone except for the army or disaster management groups would ever buy this. Why would you put this in a chemist shop and how is it of use to an individual?
Every individual needs this because we don't know what time will a disaster happen. You carry it outside and something happens, you can give immediate treatment to somebody, you can save a life.
Am I buying this kit to save lives? Am I buying this kit to save my life?
Both.
Lovely. Thank you again.
Thank you, Shravani. Wonderful.
Pretty well. Thank you.
Clearly the contest is heating up. Next contestant.
Our main objective over here is to promote urban farming. The biggest trend what we are giving to people out here is that we are integrating all the back-end suppliers. So we provide them right from the consultancy services, maintenance services and the raw materials for it at their doorsteps. The weakness over here is even though people are aware of urban farming, the conversion rate is very low about it. With regards to opportunities, people are increasingly becoming very conscious to have healthy and unadulterated food, right? The threat that we see is the already existing nurseries or the gardeners that are in place. So to move that, it's going to be a problem.
Wonderful. Priyanka, it's your turn to fish a name out of the fishbowl.
Aparna. You will be connecting with a lot of local nurseries, malis and designers.
Right.
So that makes your model necessary to connect with the local people. How would you manage this local coordination?
Like I mentioned in the start, we would be targeting individuals and societies, and for that we would be dependent on these nurseries and the gardeners. But at a later stage, we are planning to have workshops for housewives.
Thanks, Priyanka.
Great, lovely. So, do you believe that in a cosmopolitan cities or even in the top 40 cities of India, we do have real estate that allows for that sort of approach to happen?
There are builders who are actually coming with this concept of having organic farming. But the problem over there, it's being contracted, it's being given on contracts to someone else. But what we are trying to do over here is we are involving the people living in those societies to be a part of this.
Right, okay, lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Priyanka.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Windows.com, my company, is a web-based question and answer crowdsourcing platform for small SMEs all over the world interested in doing business in India. On the platform, they can connect with Indian experts and get answers to their questions in a time and cost-effective and mutually beneficial way. Now, the revenue that can be generated from this is, number one, from a question fee that I would charge the foreign company. Then there's potential to charge a membership fee to the Indian expert. I'll now run into the SWOT analysis. So obviously our first strength is the platform technology. Then it's the panel of our experts. It's a low investment. Weaknesses. We'll have to run in beta for quite a long time, which means that our capacity to actually generate revenue, we have to build awareness for the brand and the service. In terms of opportunities, Trade with India is growing in excess of 30% year on year, and the value of trade last year was in excess of $530 billion US. And the threats. For any company, competition is a threat. Considering the global recession at the moment, finding money for more commercial counsellors, when countries are going bankrupt, let alone companies, I doubt that that's really a threat that I need to be worried about right now. So that's the end of my presentation. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Lovely, thank you.
Thanks.
First, we need you to...
Right. Tony.
Well, your idea is great.
Thanks.
It's just this, that how are you going to make money? And what is your burn rate that you anticipate in the next 2 years?
The burn rate, you know, I think it's a challenge in India, especially when you have programmers and developers. And it's a challenge that I'm really going to have to sort of focus, as the time comes. Don't have a direct question for that. I expect it to be high, and I'll have to put contingencies in place to manage that. That said, the whole development is being project managed actually from the UK.
And it's also better to have more time, but we don't. That's the end of the time we have for this answer. Ronnie.
The name. There's a little bit of a tongue twister, right?
Quindaz.
Yes. So what's the origin of that, and is it user-friendly?
The origin behind Quindaz was QU, question, IND, India, AZ, answers.
I've already decided to do business in India. I know who I'm doing business with, and now I need to understand all the hurdles of doing business in India. Or am I coming there because I've decided to do business in India, and now I just need to look at a yellow pages, but a more refined yellow pages?
So it's more about those simple questions, those niggly questions. What's the import tax on paper? And actually, it's quite difficult for a small.
So it's not a referral site?
No. It's more a Q&A. The value of the business is the question and the answer.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jennifer. Cheers.
Thanks.
And so we come to the last contestant of this episode.
Everybody knows about the benefits of this amla. So the real challenge was lying in how to make it tasty that children will like. And we overcome that challenge by developing a product using some technology, our understanding about the consumer preferences and technology. As far as our SWOT analysis is concerned, we have a very good understanding of consumer preferences because the promoter has worked for a long time in similar kind of business. What is our weakness is difficult to patent this product because it is coming from a commodity kind of things. At present, we have lacking the sales team. That is our concern, which we want to address through the funding.
Ninad, thank you. You will now fish in the fishbowl for the last name, which I'm sure by now you might have figured who it's going to be.
Surjit Singh.
How do you address the diabetics market? Because India is one of the largest diabetics in the world.
Our product is not for curing some disease. Our product is a natural general supplement which is required by normal child.
So not got the revenue model properly. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so basically we are already into the market. So we got good response from all the modern retail chains and they want us to launch across India, but we don't have that capacity. That is why I'm on the pitch.
So is your pitch to really get seed money for the marketing part or for scaling up?
Two parts. It should be production facility also and branding also.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thanks, Ninad.
Thank you.
Wow, that was 10 pitches. Some good, some all right, some confused, and some clear. Answers to questions that didn't really answer the question. Questions to things that didn't really have anything to do with the thing. But who decides who stays and who goes is one man, Ronnie Screwvala, on this episode. You'll get to see which 9 go through and which one gets pitched out right after this break on The Pitch, India's biggest business reality show. And out of those 3, we will announce the one contestant who is pitched out in this episode.
And now for the Samsung Galaxy Tab 750 contest. What is the weight of the Samsung Galaxy Tab 750? A. 450 grams, B. 595 grams, C. 620 grams. SMS your answers and type pitch space question number space A, B or C at 59995 or email your answers to thepitch@bloombergutv.com. One lucky winner gets to win a Samsung Galaxy Tab 750 every week.